Hey, this message for the week is for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. We do have that Gemini full moon. Gemini is stacked right now. We have the sun, the moon, and Mercury, all three there. So this is about communication, short distance travel, cousins, siblings, neighbors. And I feel like for a lot of us, it's about our mind, okay? Overthinking, overanalyzing, overanalysis paralysis, okay? So be mindful of that as well. Don't be arguing with people. It's not worth it ever. It's just not worth it. Like, especially on the internet, because Gemini also does rule the internet. So get out of your head, get into your heart, and communicate. What do we have? I did not ask for any one sign, but we got the balance, spirituality, and practicality. Okay, so let's start off with Taurus. Taurus, what do we have for Taurus for this week? Taurus, you got confidence is your key to success. I love that for you, Tauruses. It's all about strength and determination, being confident. Don't draw attention to your weaknesses, okay? We all have them, all right? But this is not the time to draw any attention. This is the time to really be bold, take action when necessary, and move confidently into whatever it is that you are trying to create. What do we have for Taurus for this week? Spirit, please show me Taurus. Wow, okay, Taurus. That one landed on the ground, but it did show itself. Loyal hearts, okay? So let's see what that means. And you know what? Leo also rules the heart. Spirit, please show me Taurus for this week. What does Taurus need to hear for this week? That one also landed on the floor. Between worlds and building blocks. Okay. Oh my God. Bottom of the deck, loyal heart. So you know what? It wants to come out. I'm going to go ahead and take all these cards. You guys are between worlds right now, okay? And be confident because right now you are building towards your future. And I feel like there are people who are loyal to you that are going to help you on your journey, okay? And these people really do love you. These are divine counterparts for some of you. For others of you, this could be family or friends or even, at the office. So don't obsess about any of the things that are going on. You are really doing a lot of shifts and changes right now, Taurus. What do we have for this week? We've got the Page of Wands. Okay, so a new exciting endeavor. We've got the Star here as well. And one more. Oh, we got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Six of Pentacles. Okay, so you know what? You could be gathering more finances is what I'm hearing. They're telling me to look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, a new start is coming. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this one as well. With that said, I do feel like money is going to be coming in for a lot of you. I do feel as though... Okay, sorry. I do feel, be mindful of too much money going out and not enough money coming in. Okay, definitely getting that for a lot of you Tauruses. You could find yourself, spending more money this week. Be mindful of that as well. I think for a lot of you, maybe you've been going through some type of financial difficulties. And again, I get back, I keep hearing more money going out than coming in. If you are having some type of financial difficulties right now, Taurus, I do feel like that will be turning itself around. You do have Venus in your sign. Venus is the ruler of your sign. So I do feel like you're going to get that give and take. But again, just watch your spending is definitely what I'm getting for you guys. For some of you, this is about, maybe getting a new job. All right. Getting a new job. For others of you, this is, maybe you've been getting money from family or something, and family is no longer going to be, offering up as much as they have. They're not going to continue to pay out. So that's probably just for a small few of you. You're going to have to rely on yourself more. If you're getting a new job, Taurus, I'm definitely seeing that this job is fated. I want you to stay optimistic about the changes that are happening for you guys right now. We have a lot of planets that are shifting signs, and with those planets shifting. I mean, this is huge. This is not something small. So our whole world is literally being flipped upside down. Everything as we know it, even all the way back to 2017, think about your life. Nothing is the same anymore, okay? You're coming into contact with more people. Your life has been completely, it's almost like somebody just flipped the table and that's all there is. And now you got to pick up the pieces. Some pieces are broken and some pieces are not. I don't know why I'm being told to tell you that. And I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying that. My arm hairs are standing straight up. What else do we have for my Tauruses? So this is a really keeping your eye on the prize. New beginnings coming through. For some of you, this is also in love. Somebody could be reaching out to you. For some of you, you're definitely on the outs with some family members as well. What do we have? Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Yep. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. And we've got winning. You got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. So you are going to be winning in the end. And listen, if you feel like people are lying to you, it's probably because they are. Okay? So keep that in mind. Stick with the people who are loyal, stick with the people who love you. Also pay more attention to your children. There could be some things that your kids are going through. Maybe they also, somebody wants to start soccer, I just heard, or football, or, something like that. And maybe you're like, ugh, can I financially do this? It's going to be entirely up to you. I mean, you could be building this child up, for their future, maybe their future NFL player. I mean, I don't agree with any of that personally, but hey, to each his own. And listen, whatever is not, just like I said, with the people in our lives, people really do suck right now. There's some really, really good ones in the bunch, and then there's some really, really bad ones in the bunch. So it's going to be up to you whether or not you want to entertain some of these relationships. And, that really just depends on the individual. But like I said, Taurus, I do feel like there is going to be money coming through. Be mindful of your spending. I feel like new job opportunities for some of you. This is definitely about you getting a new career. And maybe you're putting your applications out, or, maybe you want to start a business for some of you and it's going to cost you. All right. So let's move on to Virgo. Please, you guys, watch for your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. Feel free to cross watch for whoever it is that you're also dealing with. And comment. And also, if you get a chance, please timestamp. I would really greatly appreciate it. Virgo this week. Have faith in your dreams, Virgo. I like that for you. I'm also a Virgo. Lots of Virgo in my chart. So have faith in your dreams. Listen, your dreams are real and worth exploring. So keep that in mind, Virgo. I do feel like for a lot of Virgos, maybe you've been more pessimistic lately. But you have dreams that you want to fulfill and they are important too. So Virgo, what do we have for my Virgo? Stay in that grateful, blessed mindset. Okay. Everything that is happening is a freaking blessing right now. Your dreams are coming true, Virgo, whatever that means for you. And I think you're going to be really excited about the changes that are happening for you. So keep that freaking mindset, man. I'm getting, excitement. I'm getting excitement, feeling blessed, feeling like things are really finally changing for you, Virgos. And I'm so excited for all of us. Spirit, please show me Virgo for this week. All right, 10 of Swords. Great that it's in the reverse position. We've got the Lovers card, okay? And what else do we have for my Virgos? What else do we have? We've got the Knight of Cups, Virgo. 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So there has been some painful situations that you have literally had to just walk away from. You've had to sever all ties. Yes, in the past it was painful. Maybe there's still some daggers in the heart, but mentally you are trying to let that shit go. Okay? It could have been a lover. It could have been whatever. I'm also getting, for some of you Virgos, maybe a partner had to have open heart surgery. Okay, that's not going to be for everyone. But someone that you love could be going through some type of health issues, or this could be you, Virgo. But I do feel that, this person is going to have a swift recovery. Also, I'm getting acupuncture. Someone here might need some acupuncture. Very, very important. I think for some of you, if you are in a love situation, okay, this is going to be for a few of you. If you are in a relationship, for some of you, you're not sure that you want to move forward with this relationship. You're worried. You're all up in your head. There may be some type of a disconnect from this individual, and should I entertain this relationship again, or should I just leave it where it is? For some of you, this is kind of like non-committal energy. You're not quite sure where this is headed. But I mean, listen, everything else is running smoothly, okay? So I feel like you're gonna know your situation and if this is what's right for you. For some of you, this is someone who wants to come in and offer you their cup of love. Maybe there was a ending in the past, and it's going to be, again, entirely up to you whether you want to entertain this. Are they coming in, with an empty cup, because I think about, the horse and a cup with no lid. Have you ever rode a horse? I don't think there's going to be any water in that cup, and it's a knight. So it's not a king. It's not a queen, it's a knight. So it's the bringer of something, so maybe somebody wants to come back in and tell you that they love you and that they're sorry and that they wish that, the ending never happened. And I think it just took a lot of the pain and the sadness and the thoughts to wear off in order for this person to come back in and make a different choice. Sometimes we leave people in the past. Some of you guys are going to be excited about this, about this return of this individual, if that's what that is. For others of you, it's like you have a choice between two people, okay? You're going to have to choose one or the other. You can't choose both because they don't work, together. Now that could be having to choose between a family member and a lover. It could have to do with choosing one job to another. It's going to have to choose, it's all about choices, okay? But I feel like you guys are going to make the right choice. Virgos are very realistic. They look at the reality of a situation and, they go with their intuition. It's not that we always make the right choice, but I think that no matter what choices we make, sometimes we're going to end up hurting people in the process. And that's unfortunate, but you have to do what's right for you, Virgo. And that's all there is to it. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You're a grown ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. Okay. It's time for you to take responsibility, Virgo. You got yourself into this mess. You're going to have to get yourself out, whatever that means for you. Get the fuck out of your head, Virgo. We do have a lot of energy in Gemini. I was saying that we could be very obsessive right now over analysis paralysis. Get in your heart. It misses you. And let's get one more card for Virgo. All right, there it is. Wow, that came right out. You need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. Do that and move on. You look like a shit show. You're a hot mess. Fact. Clean yourself up. So if you for some of us, if we've been going through breakups or, some type of a, obviously you're going through some type of a situation. And I think that, it's time for you to get dressed. It's time for you to get back out there, stop hermiting out because, Virgos have a tendency of doing that. I know I do. I like to be behind the scenes, especially when I'm going through a lot of stuff. It takes me a while for me to, process everything, and then I can come back out and I'm like, oh, okay. And sometimes that can take days or it can take weeks. It's really entirely up to the individual, but I definitely am seeing some heavy energy for my Virgos. And again, look on the bright side. Look at all the things that are working out. Don't look at all the things that are not. Stay in that attitude of gratitude. And even it's like I'm hearing that saying, someone once gave me a box of darkness, and I had to realize that too was a gift. Okay. With that said, I feel like for a lot of you Virgos, you've had Saturn and Neptune in your 7th house of relationships. So this is definitely relationship stuff. Okay. Thinking about the past, because Pisces does rule the past. And again, Pisces is all up in their head. It can create like mental health struggles and things like that. Wow, we got the new moon in Gemini that just showed up. So there it is. It says communication is key. I was gonna talk about Capricorn, but Virgo, we're still on to you. So definitely, I feel like you might be hearing from someone. This could be a cousin, a sibling, a neighbor. You could be hearing something about someone. Pay attention to the communication. Also, this could have to do with a job. You could be, talking about, getting an interview or something like that as well, because we do have a lot of energy in your career house. So for some of you Virgos, you're changing careers. It's like things are not working out anymore, and it's time for you to start looking at what is working and what is not, and then making those changes. So I saw a fiery climax approaches. So it's time for you to get started. It's time for you to get excited, and it's time for you to get moving. So, all right, on to Capricorn. You guys watch for your sun, your moon, your rising sign, and feel free to cross watch for anyone else that you might be dealing with. Okay. Okay. Weekly reading for Capricorn. Capricorn spirit, please show me Capricorn. Conclusions are within reach. So it says full moon eclipse. So there is something here that you have been waiting on. There could be something that you are wrapping up. You're right there. You're so close yet so far away. But Capricorn, things are coming to a head right now. I'm definitely getting, ending cycles, beginning new ones. Yeah, you are definitely between worlds right now, Capricorn. And to be fair, so this is balancing out your karma. There could be something here about mending a relationship with someone. This is about being honest. This is about being fair. Also, this could be about a job. Okay, you could be getting some type of a phone call, a message, whatever this is. But maybe for some of you, you're like quitting one thing and you're starting a new. If you're dealing with any type of legal action, Capricorn, anything legal, it could be taxes, it could be a lawsuit, it could be, whatever. Things are going to be balanced out and things will be made fair for you. Okay. So, also make sure that whatever we're doing is making it fair for everyone. So there could be some type of a conversation that you're having with someone. Okay, Capricorn. 7 of Cups. What else do we have for Capricorn? We've got the Wheel of Fortune. And one more for Capricorn for this week. We've got the Page of Wands in the reverse. Okay. So, we got, that's so funny. I just saw this in my mind's eye. Now, this could be you, Capricorn. Capricorn is representative of the devil. So you could just be showing up as yourself, Capricorn. It does not mean that you're the devil. But there could be something toxic here as well. Or this is just you. This could be like some type of a contract. Like I said, for some of you, you could be hearing from someone. Maybe you don't want to hear from this person. You've already moved on. The wheel is turned in your favor. I do feel like destiny is at play right now. So if anyone is returning, it's because tis the season, okay? And that's what Spirit is trying to tell you. For some of you, you guys have been, you have a lot of options of things that you need to do, and you got to choose just one, okay? Also, what else? Yeah, you guys have two major arcanas which hold the most weight, and that's the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune. So I do see you guys releasing yourself from something that has, been weighing you down, something that's been toxic, something that has just been like, it's over, the end. It needs to leave your life. For those of you who are, have any type of addiction issues, maybe it's time for you to, stop. If you're doing anything illegal, I would stop. I would say be really mindful about driving as well, because you could very well get a ticket this week, but keep that in mind. Be mindful of like toxic mindset, okay? Or if, like I said, if you have any type of addiction issues, I would be really, really mindful of that, because, okay, they just showed me this devil. Look at that little devil right there. He's like trying to sneak in, and you do have the devil here as well. So the devil is here twice. So be mindful of toxic people, toxic situations, people who want to come back in or fight or argue or bicker. Fuck that. Like, just release it. This is child's play. I'm done. I don't have time for this. This is fucking stupid. That's what I'm hearing for Capricorn. You guys are very much like, what the fuck? You know, you guys end up getting in some weird situations, and that's what Spirit is saying, is just release yourself from this. You could be dealing with people who have, you know, toxic addictions and just whatever else, and it's time to turn the wheel on that. It's time to say, no more. You're not sneaking back into my life. I'm done. I've had enough. This is fucking stupid. So that's what I'm getting for you, Capricorns. Let me know how that resonates with you. Yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. Watch for your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. Comment. Let me know how this reading resonates with you. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to get some rebel unicorns for my Capricorns. What do we got for Capricorn? You are giving away your power. Yeah, whoever this is, you're giving away your power. You are a badass. Act like it. And a couple more for my Capricorns. I almost forgot. I did forget on Sagittarius's reading. You got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit, and you need a big fucking hug. Squeeze. All right, bottom of the deck, don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. All right, you guys, I love you all very much. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll chat with you again soon. And if you get a chance, please timestamp this video. Take care.